Good evening once again, everybody. How are you doing tonight, Kathy? Glad to see you once again.
Brian, I am so excited. Happy New Year and Happy New Year to everybody else. This is the first show of the season.
It's amazing. It's been a while. We're back in the saddle again. We have a fantastic show coming up right now. So, Kathy, take her away.
Um, would you like to do the intro on our guest?
Oh, that's a good idea. See, I'm out of rhythm here. It's been too long. We have a wonderful guest. Her name is Heidi Lee. Heidi is a woman who speaks fluent Chinese, English, and Italian. She was born and raised in Hong Kong. Growing up in this cosmopolitan city with its mixture of cultures, languages, and mentalities, Heidi established a uniquely dynamic personality. She has spent 23 years living and designing lingerie in Hong Kong, Italy, Canada, and now settling down in America in Los Angeles. This gave her the unique distinction of being an authentic international lingerie designer. Say that 3 times fast. Woo. Her design is known for being original, very chic and trendy, and yet extremely wearable and comfortable. And it looks pretty darn nice too. Her designs can be found worldwide, as far as in Japan, Australia, Italy, France, Germany, England, to Canada, and all over America. My goodness. She is the founder of lingerissimi.com. I hope I said that right. She founded that in 2010. And in 2011, she became the author of the book, Almost Naked, Lingerie, Secret of the Guilty Pleasure. Wonderful. Through her many years of designing and following the fashion trends, Heidi became an image expert. She has helped countless men and women by providing her expertise to the individual. Her unique sense of fashion, the ability to capture the trend and apply it to one's personality, made her stand out from the crowd. Her goal is to help individuals to understand their own body and to be able to learn how to showcase their greatness. Without further ado, Kathy and I would like to welcome to our stage Heidi Lee. How are you doing tonight, Heidi?
Hi, I'm great. Brian Kelly and Kathy Stroven. Thank you for having me tonight.
Heidi, we're thrilled that you are our first guest of the new year and so honored to have you back on the show with us.
Yes, it is my honor to be in your show again.
Now, you have something exciting going on that you might want to share with our guest later, so you told us before the show.
Yes. So stay on our show. It is 1 hour, but make sure that you stay until the end, because at the end I have a surprise gift for everyone who is in the show and follow what I say.
And follow what you say after the show, right? Well, we're really excited to hear what that's going to be.
I love it. Lingerie and a tease.
What's that?
I said I love it. Lingerie and a tease.
Heidi, we're really excited to hear a little bit about, Brian and I have spent some time with you off and on over the past, I don't know, about 1.5 years. But we feel certain that there's some folks on the show with us tonight and people that will be watching long after that may not be familiar with you and what it is that you do. Now, we understand from what Brian just shared in the intro that you have come a long way prior to ending up here in America. What would you like to share about yourself with our audience?
Yes, I am Chinese. I was born and raised in Hong Kong. So when I live in Hong Kong was a British colony. So it is a mixed culture because of the language, mentality, and the food. And so I grew up in that environment. So I am very much involved with different nationalities. And then when I grew up, I moved to Italy, and then I moved to Canada, and then I'm now moving to the United States. It's been 11 years now I'm in the United States.
My goodness, you've been a lot of places, traveled a long way, And you're like, what,
Yes.
22 years old now? I mean, how did you get all that done in such a short period? No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah,
You
it's
look,
amazing.
yes, you look,
It's a secret.
you are
I
stunning.
travel fast.
Great answer. So Heidi, what exactly are you up to now? I mean, what is your specialty? What do you do?
So I am a lingerie designer. I have been a lingerie designer for the past 23 years.
Wow.
I studied fashion design. I got a degree in fashion design, and I'm interested in human body. And within the big category of apparel, I am crazy with lingerie. And I knew it even when I was studying fashion design. I knew that I want to go to the lingerie industry when I finish my class. So I went right into the intimate apparel industry, and I have been enjoying since then. And not to say that I also enjoy traveling and living in different country and doing what my passion is lingerie. Yes.
Well, lingerie designing is a very special profession. And just in coming to know you over the past year and a half, I would say, and I know Brian would agree, your gift and talent and knowledge in the beautiful things that you design go along with how you are beautiful inside.
Thank you.
So in the lingerie that you design, it's not just that. What you have a real gift and a real love and heart for helping people realize how special they are. So how did you come across your path to meet your passion and design like you do?
Um, so people has asked me, well, apparel is a very big, very wide. You got the degree of fashion design. How come you didn't design gowns and beautiful dresses that is glamorous that everyone can see it from the outside? Instead, you design some insignificant, so tiny, so hidden inside that nobody see. And that's exactly what I like, because even though it is small, but I know that the impact is big, because it is that tiny secret between you and your lingerie is really telling who you are. You can be true to yourself. And not only that, in the psychological part, is very effective too. So whatever, because in the society, you might be executive manager or whatever, you will have a dress code that you have to follow, business suit to meet client or whatever. But inside, who knows that you might be wearing something very feminine, very sexy. Only you yourself understand it. But it gives you a lot of confidence. It gives you that kind of sexiness that, okay, you are very powerful outside, but inside you're still very feminine. So that is a balance of yourself too. And not to say that once you wear your lingerie, whatever type it is, on that day, you become that type of woman. It's like it's like an actor or actress, once they put on their costume, they have a different role player. Lingerie is exactly like that. It's very mental. That's very interesting. And not only that, that is psychological part, and I also like the history of lingerie, how it impacts the whole society, how it changed from the Victorian era, the corset, which is a male-dominant era, to right now, women are liberal. We don't have that restriction of the corset, how it we change our body. We have to tighten our waist so tiny to please a man or whatever. But now we are liberal. We can choose what we like, and we not only that, we want to express ourselves through lingerie, and that is great.
Well, that
And
is such.
also, I like,
Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
and I also like the lingerie, how the material is so different from the apparel because it has don't belittle such a small pieces of garment. They have many different components, and each one of them has a purpose on it. It has its function. So that's is most of the people who doesn't know. But as I'm in the industry, I totally understand though, and I appreciate it. I never take it for granted.
It's
Well, I've got to tell you, I'm very thankful that I was not alive when corsets were the in thing because I have read up a little bit on that and very painful. I mean, so much so that when they cinched it down, it was actually moving your organs around and keeping you really compact. You know
Yeah.
what? I think I'll diss the skinny waist and just be sexy and comfortable, right?
Yes, yes. That I call it a fashion victim,
Oh,
all right.
right? Right?
yes.
In this nowadays we call it a fashion victim, but in those days there's really no choice.
Well, this just fits so wonderfully, doesn't it, Kathy? Because our show is for entrepreneurs by entrepreneurs, and what is one of the topics that we hit on time and time again? It's mindset. It's that of mindset. And what you are doing effectively, Heidi, is helping women's mindset, giving them the confidence, making them feel good about themselves without anybody even knowing. What a cool concept to have, and to show your clients that they can simply wear this wonderful lingerie without anyone knowing, to give them that lift during the day, to make them feel special and know that they look special when no one else can actually see. And oh, by the way, I just want to say a shout out from the male side of the population. Thank you for doing what you do. We all
Well, when you
appreciate
talk
it.
about absolutely, when you talk about uplifting the lingerie uplifting, I just want to emphasize that that uplifting not only physically uplifting your
Right.
body, but it uplifting your spirit, uplifting your mental health is very important in that part.
It's obvious
You know
that.
what? It absolutely. Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
I was just going to say it does. It gives you an absolute air of confidence. And
Hmm.
we were kind of laughing earlier talking about my inexpensive cheater reading glasses that I haven't. But so that's kind of funny. But with lingerie, if you have not only beautiful but quality lingerie, and you do, Heidi, you design absolutely phenomenal pieces.
Thank you.
It does give you an air of confidence that I often wonder, this would be kind of maybe a good poll to take at some point, when you know women who have beautiful lingerie on, to see with people that they know or even that they don't know how they changed in their presentation, how they presented
Oh my
themselves.
God. Yes,
um,
absolutely.
you know
Absolutely. I heard it from the old days. Can you hear me?
Mm-hmm.
yes.
Okay. I heard it from the old days. People like to reserve their very special, very pretty lingerie, reserve it in the closet until one special day they can wear it. And end up which day? The day
What?
when they die in the coffin.
Oh my goodness.
Wow.
Isn't it sad? You don't you
Yes.
don't you don't live it for that day. You live it now. You use it now, wear it now.
Exactly. Wow. So another book, have your lingerie, get your lingerie to come out of the closet, right?
Yes,
There we go.
absolutely.
Now,
Every day is a special day.
fantastic. Now, Heidi, you are
Yeah, talking about yeah,
you are
talking about
obviously.
Valentine's.
I'm sorry.
So
You.
talking about Valentine's is at the corner.
Yeah.
Is less than 1 month actually.
I
So
know.
it's about time. Go get rid of your old lingerie and buy the new one. And even if you are single, listen to me. You don't have to wait for a partner. You don't wait for your man. You wear it for yourself. you please yourself first. That's the number one rules.
Great advice.
That's a great tip. You know, I was going to ask you, since Valentine's Day is coming, so you're saying don't wait if you're single. If you are not single, should you wait until your man treats you to this, or do you think, you know, we ought to just do our thing and go out and buy it?
Well, I think men should buy lingerie to women, and woman should buy lingerie for herself, no matter when, no matter when. Once you want to treat yourself, buy yourself lingerie. Or sometimes when you are down, you want to uplift yourself, buy lingerie. You can't believe how much it lifts up your spirit. The way how you see yourself is totally different.
Nice. Heidi, you are obviously extremely passionate about lingerie. I mean, the bio said enough about how long you've been involved, plus the places you've been involved with all over the world. What would you say is driving that passion? What is the thing that's driving this, that your desire to design wonderful lingerie and get it on women?
Well, I think there's one. Oh, I just think of something. It's just 2 days ago, I was in a boot camp, Casey Abraham's small business boot camp.
Casey
And
Abraham.
when I was talking to some woman, all of a sudden there is a woman jump next to me, and she's very happy, very energetic. I swear to God, I never met this woman. And she said to me, Heidi, thank you very much for the mojo gifts. And of course, I don't know what she's talking about. I never met her, and for sure, I never give her any gifts. So while I was looking at her, I wonder what she's talking about. She flashed her bra and showed it to me. There, she was wearing my bra. And that is what she said. That is what she said. Thank you for the mojo gift. And
Oh,
and obviously she know that I'm the designer for Jezebel. That's why she said that. And I was so surprised. And she kept on talking. She said that, oh, when I was young, I used to wear sexy lingerie and gather about everything. And under my very conservative business suit, nobody see me, but I have tons of confidence. And not only that, every time when I have a new boyfriend, I will buy new lingerie because it's not cool to wear the same lingerie for different guys. That I agree. And then she said that, oh, then after that, I got married and gave birth, and I never changed my underwear anymore. And I was buying underwear from Costco, and then all of a sudden, it's past like 8-10 years. She didn't realize it, and she wondered why. How come she doesn't have a mojo feeling? And then one day she has a very nice jacket that she has to wear, and it kind of show off her chest. And she's looking for a nice bra, and she kind of accidentally discovered my line. She find a black sequins tuxedo bustier with a white collar, and she said that it looks so good, and she put it on, and with the matching panties, she completely find herself sexy once again, and she all of a sudden feel that she can date again. And she said that it's phenomenal. From then on, she has been the fan of my line. She has been buying Jezebel all the time.
Nice.
So that is, when you talk about what is my passion, isn't it a great example to show you what did you do to make women feel good about themselves, and such a way that it brings the relations even better. And the way how it changed a woman, how they think about themselves and how they see their body, and that's the drive, that's the driven for me to be so passionate of lingerie. And I swear to God, I think this is my whole life. I will be forever doing that.
Thank you
I'll
once
tell
again.
you, it is so uplifting, because we don't we don't really think about the psychology part of it, like you've been sharing. And
Yes.
it is such an important part because sometimes as women, we do not have that air of confidence, or something may have gone on in our day that affects that level of confidence. So to have the ability to put on something beautiful that you've designed and hold it close to us and just kind of revel in the moment. I mean, putting it on and just kind of reveling and feeling what it does for us.
Yes.
I mean, how beautiful is that? What
Yeah.
other single thing can we have in our day that we can actually put on that can elevate us to such a wonderful place?
Absolutely. I hear a lot of women, whether they are entrepreneurs, single, or home office, for example, is a big thing. They think that, oh my God, I don't have to go to the office. No one will see me. I am home business. I'm by myself. So she will wear crappy lingerie and it's not beautiful, not sexy. Some of them have holes or the elastic is losing its elasticity. You don't treat yourself like this. You deserve something better, don't you think so? The
Oh,
moment,
yes.
and then opposite, I also met. I have a book signing last year, and I met a fan of mine. She has been telling me that she's so funny. She said that she's by herself. She's single. She lives by herself, and she said she loved lingerie, love. She loved lingerie in the degree that she will always wear very sexy, very pretty lingerie for herself. She said even when she's vacuuming at home, she will wear beautiful lingerie, vacuuming her carpet, doing her dishes. And she said she loved that kind of feeling, make her feel desirable, make her feel attractive. And isn't it all women needs that kind of feeling?
Absolutely. We get that a little bit under, and then we hear words, right, from our partners and from people around us. And I think that in particular that women are very nurturing, right? So
Yes.
we tend to kind of give kudos to each other. Brian, guys don't do that as much. You know, on the football field they do the old butt slap, but
Yep.
but typically, you know, guys don't come up with all the endearment that women tend to do in nurturing and loving each other as we do. But having that additional feeling by having lingerie is just an added bonus. Now, one thing that I want to ask you about, because Brian and I had the opportunity not long after you launched your book, but your love of lingerie actually took you to a place to write about it.
Yes,
You have
yes.
your copy, Brian?
Oh, I don't have it on me.
Yeah, this
Here you
is
go.
Nice.
Okay, and also look the back. Oh, that side. The back of my book.
that's
Yes,
the
yes.
back.
No,
That's
no,
the
I'm
front.
saying my back. My
She meant
back,
the back
my
of her.
Oh, behind you. Yes, yes.
Yeah, here it is.
And
Yes, I have my book out in 2010 March, and well, obviously I'm passionate about lingerie, and I want I want to share my knowledge to both men and women that not only lingerie is just a piece of garment that they think is so simple, it has a very big impact on how the society is. As I have a whole chapter of history of lingerie that I walk you through how important is lingerie to the society, to a different kind of eras. And also I have a psychological chapters of lingerie that is taking my reader to a different level to, as you said, Kathy, before you didn't think that the lingerie part of lingerie, nobody ever aware of that. But that kind of intricate is very important to the woman and man. That is, I always said to the man, like, if you buy something to your woman, buy lingerie is actually buying for yourself. Because if you buy a chocolate for Valentine's, buy a bouquet of flowers for Valentine's, to compare with buying lingerie for Valentine's, what a big difference. You are the one who received the gift when you see that woman wearing that piece of lingerie in front of you. I truly believe that lingerie is helping women in self-esteem and also helping in relations. It's very important.
So Brian, you're going to have to address the male side of that, and
Yes.
Yeah, so what lingerie have you made for men?
No.
No,
What do you feel? Do you think that lingerie is important as in the relationship?
Sure, it definitely spices things up, and it obviously makes your partner feel good. She glows, and it certainly makes the male feel good. It's a very positive thing. I love lingerie. I don't wear it myself, but I love when my wife wears it. I like it. Yeah, I'm trying to keep this G-rated. I'm trying to figure out how to answer this in the proper way, but
well, you can. You can keep it G-rated.
and yeah,
Actually, yeah, I read a quote lately. It's very interesting. They said that men are like hunters. When they see a woman that is naked, it's like a prey that has already caught.
Very interesting.
Yes, very interesting. And think carefully, it is very true. That means that if you are not completely naked, he will chase after you.
Yes. So that's a good thing.
Yeah.
Right,
And I
if you're
completely
totally
agree.
naked, then they are wanting to kill you, and we don't want that.
No.
Right. So we want to be a little clothed. That's
Yes.
I wouldn't
almost
say
naked.
kill. I might say pounce on.
well, I'm thinking of tiger or lion, I think, but I think that it's extremely, extremely valuable in more ways than one, because there are a lot of women out there because a lot of women, I should say, have body image issues. And interestingly enough, it sometimes is with women who are very shapely and for most of us would look and think, oh my goodness, you look perfect.
Mhm.
But we all have things about us that we don't like. Some of them are very significant, some are insignificant. Sometimes there are things that we notice that nobody else notices. So by you putting lingerie out there and writing like you did in your book and sharing from your heart the psychology part of it, sharing your love about what you're passionate with, really helps women who have some of these issues who might otherwise not be helped in realizing how they look and how they can look and feel is the difference between putting on something that you've created or not.
Yes. And I always have people come to me when they saw me. They will say, "Oh my God, I love that dress, so beautiful. Only you can wear it." That's so sad. My clothes is not custom made. I just bought it in the retail. It comes in extra small, small, medium, large, extra large. What does it mean? It means that it's for any sizes of woman. Just because you saw me on and you saw that I'm pretty and you think that only I can wear it is totally not true. I, as a lingerie designer for so many years, I want to share something which is very important, that I want to send out this message. And women out there, listen carefully. In my industry, the lingerie industry, once upon a time, that 34B is the basic size. when it is basic size, what does it mean? That means that it is the majority, is that size. But it's already changed. And lately, it has been said that 36C is the basic size, especially in America, I'm talking about. So don't ever think that just because you are a little bit over, just because you're bigger than me, then you are not good looking anymore. Just to believe that every different size has its beauty, right? Don't you believe that? I believe that you, no matter what size, what age, and what colors, we are all beautiful. But I can use my knowledge as a lingerie designer, fashion designer, to use that kind of knowledge to help you to bring out your greatness. Because I believe that fashion lingerie is a human illusion. And I can use that trick to make you look beautiful.
See, you're like
and that is
you're a body artist. I mean, you are truly an artist that creates wonderful things that are unique for individuals, and that's incredible. That's great. That's wonderful. I love your message, how you're trying to help women to feel better about themselves. And guys, for those of you listening either now live or recorded, take this to heart and actually go pick up a copy of her book. If not, read it yourself. That would be one recommendation, but at least pass it on to your significant other, whether that be your wife or your girlfriend, etc. Or even if you have a sister, for her and her relationship. Pick up a copy as a gift. And Heidi, where can folks find your book? Where can they grab a copy of that?
Amazon.com. It actually comes in ebook too, so you can buy actual book or you can buy ebook. Kathy, can you hold the book up?
Yes.
Kathy? Yes. The title is Almost Naked. Almost Naked.
By Heidi Lee.
Lingerie Secret of the Guilty Pleasure. So it's a great book for Valentine's because you can either buy lingerie as a practice, and you can buy the book for the theory. Theory and practice, you have to go hand in hand.
Nice.
Yeah, you can get it in Amazon and Barnes and Noble and all those, the big store.
And before we go any further, I want to make sure we get this in. For those of you watching either live or recorded, once again, you'll see Heidi in a still image picture on this page. It's either going to be beneath us if you're watching live or above us if you're watching the recording. Don't do it right now. Wait till the show's over, because also remember, she has a special gift she's going to give for those of you who have stayed on. But click right on her nose, not the one that's moving right beneath me, but the one that's still either farther below or to the left or the right, somewhere. You'll find her. She's gorgeous. Just click on her nose, and that will take you directly to her Facebook page. You can get connected with her there. In addition to that, we have a banner beneath that says Almost Naked. Now, you know, I don't know anybody who wouldn't want to click on that, so just do it. After the show is over, click on that, and that will take you directly to more information about what Heidi's going to share with us in a little bit here about a great event she has coming up. So just want to make sure I got that in there. Let's see.
Yeah,
go ahead, Kathy.
I was just going to say a quick little goodie here. The banner that we have right now actually says The Naked Truth.
Oops. See, I just got naked on the brain.
we had the naked we had the Almost Naked.
That's right.
When she was on the last time,
right.
And now we have The Naked Truth. So
Okay.
It's all naked. We're all
Yeah, we are all naked. No
Everybody
matter
get naked. Oh, no.
what. we go naked mentally.
right.
Boy, howdy. No, we won't go there. So 2012, boy, I've heard a lot of folks, including Kathy and myself, that are looking for huge things in this coming year. What a breakout year this is going to be for so many people. Heidi, what is your plan for this incredible year ahead in 2012?
My God, my 2012 will be my banner year because I kick off my new year with my coming workshop next Saturday, January 28th. I am so fortunate. Last year in April, in Maurice Dimino's presentation, that sales boot camp, I met a woman. Well, I have to tell you this funny story. So I was working in the receptions where I have a little side that I sell my book. I display my book. So this woman grabbed my book and come to me and asked me, "Are you the author of this book?" And I looked at it. I said, "Yes." And she said, "Can you tell me a little bit about your book?" So I told her. Once I told her, she was so happy, so excited. And she said that we are going to work together. We are going to do something together. And of course, I don't know her at all. I completely don't know who is this woman. What is she talking about? And then she introduced herself to me. Her name is Maureen Benoit. She has 27 years as a fine arts photographer. She trademarked herself as phototherapist, which she has a phototherapy. What she did is she used photograph to cure women's self-esteem.
Wow.
Ooh.
And because what I told her about my book, she found that we have the same synergy. Another funny thing is when she asked me what line do I design, and she was like crazy because she bought so many of my lingerie for her clients for the photo shoot, and she could not believe that right now she is face to face with the designer. It's like so unbelievable. So we found ourselves the same message. What we want to do for women is the same, but she want to use photography to achieve that while I use lingerie. So we have been since then know each other much better in a deeper level, and that's how the Naked Truth workshop was born in next Saturday in Santa Clarita Courtyard Marriott Hotel.
What a perfect match.
Exactly. This is our promo card. So if you go to the website, you can also go to website thenakedtruthworkshop.com. So click on this and you will see, click on the middle, the promo card, you can see the details of the event. And if you click on my picture, it will take you to my website, which is HidiLee.com. And if you click on Maureen Benoit, you will go to her website, which is, I think it's Feel Powerful, Feel Beautiful, Feel Powerful. So you can see her portfolio too. And for my website, you can see all the information about my book, the information about my blog, because I have a blog called lingerisimi.com. Don't worry about the spelling, because once you go to HidiLee.com, you can click into my blog. It will redirect it to my blog. In my blog, I talk about fashion, art, lingerie, because I love interior and architect and sculpture, so I include those too. And because I also travel a lot for fashion show, for the fashion trend, so every time when I come back, I will not even come back, even when I was in Europe already, I will write articles, take pictures, and immediately share with my readers, so they will have a hands-on, immediate trend report from me. So that is my blog, and in my website, I also have the information of the Naked Truth workshop. So it includes everything.
If you could briefly explain a little bit about what folks could or will experience at your upcoming workshop.
Okay, so you know that our name is the Naked Truth workshop. So what is the truth? So what we want to do is to redefine sensuality. What is sensuality? Maybe in the past it's one thing, maybe nowadays it's another thing. Maybe in the head of a man is one thing, maybe in the head of a woman is another thing. Maybe in the head of a skinny woman is one thing. Maybe in the head of a plus size woman is another thing. Now we get naked in the workshop, not physically, but periodically. We get naked in the workshop and try to break through what is the false body perception. There are so many women, so many that you would not believe, that they think that they are not perfect, they think that they are not beautiful, and they don't deserve lingerie. It is a tragic. And between me and Maureen, we want to bring you a different dimension to see it in a different way. We want to give you a new experience. We have a lot of testimonial in the workshop. They will give you the real story how Maureen changed the life with her photograph. And I also have testimonial to show people how lingerie can change one's self-esteem and in a relationship too. And it include lunch too, just to let you know. The workshop is from 10 to 4 o'clock. Even though it say 3 o'clock, it's actually to 4 o'clock, and we have a lunch break, and so that women can mingle each other, they can networking, and we also have vendors tables. So all those vendors table is all the things that related to women's well-being. So it is a very good occasion that we can group together and have a new perception of what is body image, how it changed nowadays.
You know,
in one moment, yeah. Go ahead.
I was going to say, you would almost think in this day and time that we would have progressed a little bit, right? But when we still, Heidi, and you report or send back when you go over to Europe about the different fashion trends, but there's still, when you look at magazines, everything is very thin, very beautiful, very youthful. And so I think that even at that, being young, beautiful, and thin, that young women have body image issues. But even as we tend to age, and just I'm talking through 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, we still have different cycles and times of life that we go through that we sometimes feel a little bit less than we should, not as attractive as maybe we should, or just life circumstances and situations tend to affect the way we think and feel about ourselves. So it sounds to me like those are some of the things that you're going to be addressing at the workshop that you're going to be having, right?
Yes. Actually, in my part, I will first start it off of showing women how to measure themselves to have a true bra size. Because you know that over 80% of the women are not wearing the right size bra, and it means that yeah, nobody know. Oh, this is a funny story I have to share with you. Last year we have our big fashion show, Macy Glamorama, and we have our big fashion show. So we are lining up, booking. The assistant is booking all the model to come for measuring for the runway, right? The funny thing is, well, I was in the fitting room. One of my colleagues told me that, okay, we just finished measuring one model, and she told me that, oh, we have another appointment with another model at 2 o'clock, and her size is 36C. And
wow.
I said to her, why do you ask her to come? Because you know that runway model, we don't use 36C. We are targeting for 34B or the best 32C. That means very skinny and big boobs, right? That is for one way, right? So she told me that she's 36C, and my first thought is, why do we even waste our time to measure her knowing that she's not right? And she said, well, but I don't think she's 36C. I truly don't think she is. We already booked her. Let's measure. I said, okay, all right. And you know what size she is?
What?
After we measure her, she is a 32D.
Wow.
Oh my
Imagine
goodness.
from 36C to 32D, and she is a professional model.
Wow.
Wow.
She is modeling for living, and she wouldn't know her true bra size. What a big problem it is. And it's very common. Over 80% of the women are wearing the wrong size bra. And it means that they are not having the right support and they are not enhancing body. So I will start my workshop by showing you how to measure your true bra size. And then after that, I will share with you guys, with women, what kind of bras do you need in your closet? Why do you need those? Why are they even invented? Because I truly believe that every product out there was invented because they are solving a problem. So each bra is serving a different purpose. So I want to show you why is it there? Why do you need it? And then moving along, I show you more about the psychological part. You don't dress for somebody. I mean, you also dress for somebody, but truly you have to dress for yourself first, right? So
Right. Oh,
then I go,
absolutely.
and then because I also have the fashion background, so I started with lingerie and then I'm moving on to the fashion side. So I will show it to them how, as I said before, it's a human illusion. I don't care what size you are, as long as you are proportional, you still look good. And how do you make yourself proportional is by illusion. I can show you easy tips by different material, different prints, different color, different details, different silhouette. It will completely change your proportion and you will look good. And then at the finale, I am going to, because I'm going to Paris tomorrow for a
I
week.
know. Wow.
Yes. So I am going to bring the very, very upcoming trend just right now. I'm going to show it to you on Saturday, next Saturday, which I just bring out from Paris. So
Wow.
I'm going to share with you a PowerPoint presentation for Spring Summer 2012 Women's Wear Trend Forecast. So it will give you tips and what to shop for. You need to have the awareness. What is the trend right now? Not to tell you that you know all the trend and you put it all together. No, this is for you to know, but it is a suggestion. You take it, what is right for you. I believe that what you wear is bring out your personality. And I don't want you to be a fashion victim. I want you to be a fashion victor. And this is why I have this workshop.
That's awesome because there are a lot of fashion victims out there, right?
Yes.
Like there are some things that you see on people and it's just not so great.
Yeah,
I have to say
unfortunately.
this, I am like a total bra fanatic, right? And you would think that if you are a certain size, that no matter if you're that size, that the all bras fit the same, but they do not. They
No.
do not. And I don't know about anybody else out there, but I hate trying stuff on at the store, so I'm one of those that
No,
will.
that's you have to change.
No,
You have to
you know
take.
what? We have a friend, Julianne Stiddick, and she is very adamant at you try stuff on at the store and see what it looks like there, and if not, make sure you've got the receipt with you so that you keep it all together and you can take it back, right?
Yes,
I do
absolutely.
not like trying stuff on at the store.
You cannot. You cannot. Otherwise, you just make yourself trouble.
I know.
Because otherwise you have to go and return. You have to try and I see so many women, not even tell you an average woman, even professional women, they when they try on, they want to take they're so lazy to take off their clothes to try on. They just put another layer on top of their layer.
No,
Are you
I don't do
kidding me?
that.
Yeah, but there's a lot of people do that. It's driving me nuts. You can't do that.
Well, I
And
know
you
it would not fit. It would not fit properly, but
exactly. What's the purpose of trying it on when you put it on top of your own layers? You're not going to do it when you wear that piece and then you say that oh it's too big. it doesn't fit me properly. When you buy it, you already didn't try it properly, right? So you cannot be lazy. It's for sure. You have to try it on. You
Well,
cannot
I'm
be
going to
lazy.
say that is a real bonus as far as I'm concerned. For you to be there and measuring and helping women learn how to measure properly, because I'm going to tell you, I'm a bra fanatic, and I don't know how many places that I have shopped at, and nobody ever, and I mean, I've seen tapes there where they could measure you, have ever had anybody say, can I measure you to fit you for your bra? I think
Oh,
one time, and that was like 20 years ago. So
oh,
there are not trained women in that
I know that.
department to be
I
able to
know that.
really help you. And then the other thing that I want to say, Heidi, is
Mhm.
nowadays when you go into the lingerie area of a store, I
Yes.
mean, it's almost like shopping for ketchup. They've got more brands and bottles
Oh,
I mean,
yes.
there's like so many things to pick from. It's
Mm-hmm.
like, how do you know?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I always go for what's pretty, and it doesn't always mean that it's going to fit right.
That's why you have to try. You cannot go to cashier without going to the fitting room. And not only that, when you were telling me that you have been measured 20 years ago, woman, I know that so many women, they said that I know my bra size, but it was like 20 years ago, just like what you said. You have to understand that woman's body changed dramatically throughout the ages. When they were young, skinny, dating is one thing. After they get married, have kids, breastfeeding is totally different things. And then more kids, even more different. And then moving along when you are pre-menopause, menopause, or even women have they use medication
Right.
because a lot of medication uh, put on weight on you in different way. So you really have to measure yourself on and off. Even though you don't have any of this problem, there's a lot of independent working women out there. A lot of stress. Stress can put on weight and can change. It can put on weight. It can lose your weight. So you have to constantly measure yourself. Do one thing which is more important for you. What is more important for you is from the inside your foundation. It's like a building. The foundation is very important to make sure that the building stand for 100 years. We as a human body, our body change, we need good foundation. So that when you build up that good foundation, that reconstruction of your body through lingerie, whatever you put on top as the apparel, you will look good because your inside has already have a good foundation. And that is me to do the job. I am there to help you. I'm there to educate you. Does it make sense?
Yes. Oh, absolutely makes sense.
Definitely. I'm speechless.
So,
Well,
so Heidi, we've just got a few minutes
Oh
left
yeah, the
here.
gift.
Can you tell us what are your goals for the future?
well, I realized that I will never change. I'm always a lingerie designer. But on top of that, I like to spread out my message to the woman. And the very effective way to send out that message is being a speaker, just like what I do for my next workshop. I speak to the public as a speaker, as a writer, just like my book that I'm doing. I am penetrating to women through my message, through speaking, through writing, and through my product. So I want to help women to love their body, no matter what size, age, and color they are. And I want to quickly mention that I am actually talking about 2012. I am after this workshop, I am going to put my head into my second book. My second book is coming. I'm targeting in August or September. It will be out. The
Ooh.
name of my book is called Sexy with No Boundaries.
Love it.
Ooh, that sounds enticing.
Yes, it is. And again, it is sending the same message. So I am calling for everyone that is in our show, or to your friend, everyone passing this message. I want to collect as many stories as possible. Tell me a story, personal story about yourself, how you feel sexy mentally, spiritually, physically. And it doesn't have to be with lingerie. You can feel sexy because you have that confidence. You can feel sexy because of the scar on your face. As Angelina Jolie and Heidi Klum, they both said that scars are sexy. They blow your mind off. What does it mean? It means that sexy. It doesn't have to be perfect. Actually,
Right.
it is the imperfection that makes you sexy. So I want to send out that message, collect as many stories as possible so that I can share it with my readers. And anyone who is interested to give me the story, just send it to Heidi, Hidi, at HeidiLee.com, HIDILEE.com. So whatever the story is chosen to be published in the book, I will give them the book autographed for free.
Nice.
And
Oh,
if
that's
they want,
wonderful.
if they want the name to be in the book, they can. If they don't want to be, it can be anonymous. So help me to pass this message to anywhere in the world, every woman in the world. Not even woman, even men. Men can be sexy, right?
Yes, they can.
Yeah, and a lot of the men has self-esteem too. I know that. So this is not only helping for women, it helps men too. And I want to pass this message. Help me on my book, my next book, Sexy with No Boundaries. Send your story to me, Heidi at HeidiLee.com, HIDI at HIDILEE.com.
Fantastic.
And I know that, yeah, and I know that we have 2 minutes left, and I want to quickly
Yes.
mention about what I told in the beginning. We have a surprise gift for everyone who listened to the show tonight. And Maureen Benoit, my business partner, and me, we would like to give out our gift for the audience tonight. Whoever watch the show and go to our website tonight, which is thenakedtruthworkshop.com, the one that you see. Click there and go in the middle and click on our workshop there and buy the ticket today. And Maureen is giving her promotional headshot
Wow.
and the JPEGs, and you know that is worth a lot.
Yeah.
It's very professional. If you have business, this is the way to go. You can't miss that.
That's
And me, I will give out my book, Almost Naked, with autograph to you.
that's
So
worth
let
the
me
price
ask
of
you
admission.
this, Heidi, because I'm not looking at it. What is the price of the ticket?
87.
Oh, the price of the ticket for single is $87, and it's always included lunch. The lunch is catered by the hotel. It is very healthy lunch, not the Subway one. It is sorry, it is
No, that's
organic.
That's good to know. Yeah.
Yes, yeah, it is organic and gluten-free, and it is all specially created for our workshop, for our
So for $87,
yes, for single
$87
person.
they get the full day workshop,
Yes,
plus they get a very healthy meal,
yes,
and they will get a headshot that will be
For Maureen.
professionally shot by Maureen
Maureen.
Benoit, and a signed book by you.
yes. This is for single, and if you bring a friend, your friend will be half price. So
Nice.
it makes $130.50 for both of you. That means $65 per person.
Nice.
And I have to mention this: if you cannot attend this workshop physically, don't miss the chance. We have a big sponsor from Comma 5. They are doing us for live broadcast. That means you can watch our workshop at home or wherever you want at your ease, anywhere. You can watch us from Shanghai or from Dubai or from Alaska. You can join us. How great it is. And it is only $27. Or if you want to be a vendor, we also have vendor tables, and so go inside and look into the details as a vendor. We have a few tables left, so hurry up.
Wow, so live streaming video for $27 if they cannot attend.
Yes.
They cannot attend live.
Yes, yes.
Wow,
this is very valuable. Believe me, this is a life-changing workshop. We will have so much to share between. I have 23 years of experience and she has 27. We are together sharing 50 years of expertise.
That's a lot.
That's a lot. Yes, and men are welcome to come with their woman too. And what a great gift for men to buy this workshop and bring their loved one to come together to have a completely change of the body image and help the woman to be fashionable, to be a fashion victor instead of fashion victim.
Love it. Love it, love it, love it. Well, I'll tell you what, here we are, brand new year. The hour just flew by. Brian and I are just so grateful and thankful that we had the opportunity to meet you well over a year ago, and we most recently spent some time with you here a few days ago. Thank you so much for coming on again and sharing your expertise and your knowledge and your love and compassion for women and helping them feel good beneath and inside so that they can radiate and be what you intend them to be on the outside.
Absolutely.
So thank you,
and also,
bottom of my heart, and Brian too. I'm going to pass it back to Brian. Thank you so much, Heidi.
Thank you so much, Brian and Kathy.
Thank you, Heidi.
I'm so honored to be in your show.
Thank you so very much for being who you are and doing what you do, because it's a wonderful service that you provide to women everywhere and men. It's beautiful and it's needed, and we're very thankful from both sides of the sex spectrum for what you do. Believe me, we are very thankful. We have another fantastic show coming up next week, so be sure to click on the register link above if you're watching on celebritycreators.com, as you should be, and enter your information there. We will send you an automated reminder of that show and the details of who will be on and what that will be about. Until then, Heidi, once again, thank you so much. Kathy, it's been wonderful. Happy New Year to all. We will see you.
Brian.
We will see you all again next year. Or not next year, next week. I got you on the brain. Bye-bye now.
Thank you so much for having me. I hope to see you, both of you, in the workshop.
Alrighty.
Next Saturday. Thank you. Bye-bye. Bring your loved one.
Bye-bye.
Happy New Year. Bye-bye.